In New York City since 1901. The mercury in Manhattan dropped today to a frostbitten low of 19 degrees. That's the lowest Thanksgiving temperature since Theodore Roosevelt was in the White House. Records fell across the Northeast, from Binghamton, New York, where it was 7 degrees, to Augusta, Maine, where it was just 4 above zero. Millions bundled up for the big Thanksgiving Day parade, hoping the balloons will be clear for takeoff. Here's Don Daly.
This was the coldest Thanksgiving Day in New York City in over 100 years. And right up until parade time, officials held their frozen breath, hoping the frigid winds would stay below the safety thresholds of 23 miles per hour sustained or 34 miles per hour gusts. NYPD Chief Rodney Harrison finally got the good news.
Right now, it's not too bad. It's under 15 miles per hour. But once again, we'll adjust as the parade goes on.
But there was one tense moment when a 35 miles an hour gust nearly sent the Grinch plunging into the crowd. An estimated 3 million people braved the bone-chilling temperatures along the parade route.
We'll see as many as we can before our toes are frozen and we can't feel them.
I'm from Arizona, so I'm definitely not used to this.
Much of the U.S. saw colder than usual temperatures for this time of the year. With wind chills expected below 15 degrees, Washington, D.C. instituted its cold weather emergency plan, while scientists on Mount Washington in New Hampshire saw wind chills of negative 75. The water was so cold, almost 50 frozen turtles washed ashore at Cape Cod. 17-degree weather in Buffalo didn't stop the 14,000 runners in the 123rd annual Turkey Trot.
Compare that with Alaska and Iceland, both of which were warmer than the lower 48. JB, we should also note that winter is still 4 weeks away.
Don, thank you so much. And with that, let's bring in WCBS Chief Weathercaster Lonnie Quinn with more on the holiday weather. Lonnie?
All right, JB, let's get right to it. Officially in New York City, it was the third coldest Thanksgiving ever, and that record goes back to 1871 for the coldest. But take a look at this. The Northeast under the grip of this Arctic air. 14 was your high temp in Burlington. That's a record in Burlington by 5 degrees. Now, you factor in the winds, you had a wind chill out there making it feel dramatically colder. Take a look at some of the numbers. So New York felt like 15. It felt like 4 below for Burlington and Boston. It felt like 1 below in Portland, Maine. Syracuse felt like 3 degrees. Washington, D.C., 27. So with all this cold air in place, boy, if you put some moisture on top of it, the Northeast could really get pounded with a lot of snow. And there is a system coming along. However, it's rain tomorrow as it goes through the Midwest. It pushes into the Northeast. Well, here's the tricky part. That storm right there is going to bring its own warm air. So it's rain coming through the Northeast. I'm talking all the way up into portions of northern New England. It will be rain. Now, out west, with all that fire-scarred land, we are unfortunately looking at more rain as we go into your day tomorrow, and that's going to continue to give you that threat for mudslides out there, JB. I will say it can be argued that New York City today had the coldest feel of all time because at 8 a.m. this morning, New York City felt like 5.9 degrees. That could possibly be the record.
Lonnie, good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, the rain in Northern California is helping thousands of firefighters to put out the worst wildfire in the state's history. The Camp Fire is now 90% contained. Outside LA, the Rosie Fire is 100% contained. This NASA satellite image shows the scar that remains. The areas in brown are scorched. Carter Evans now on Thanksgiving in the northern fire zone.
Recovery crews aren't slowing down today. They're back in Paradise searching for victims just hours after a large rainstorm all but extinguished the massive campfire. The rain makes it harder to sift through wet ash and debris, but safer for cadaver dogs searching for human remains, according to Deputy Incident Commander Mark Brown.
As it decreases the inhalation hazard for the rescuers and the canines, all that toxic dust, they're not inhaling it. And then the canines, you can't effectively put masks on them because they have to use their nose.
The storm could dump up to 6 inches of rain over the next few days, leading authorities to close down one of the main access roads to the fire zone. With 52,000 people evacuated, many still have no place to go for the holiday. Some are living in tents in the Walmart parking lot. But volunteers, even celebrity chefs like Guy Fieri, have rallied around this community, providing thousands of Thanksgiving meals.
Giving thanks is exactly what we need. That's exactly what has happened.
Thank you.
Among the volunteers, firefighters like Jim Irving, who already spent weeks on this fire and will now miss dinner with his own family.
To me, this is, it's almost like this is, I'd rather be here know, it's helping other people. And that's part of what Thanksgiving is about. No turkey?
Ron White lost his home and his father's home in the fire.
What was it like to come here and have the same guys who tried to save your home serve you Thanksgiving dinner?
I thank every one of them as soon as I meet them. I think that these are absolutely wonderful people. They deserve every consideration that they can get.
This is just one of 2 Thanksgiving events for evacuees today. In all, they are prepared to serve up to 15,000 free meals. JB?
Carter, thank you so much. President Trump today phoned